Sure.
All right, good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here to support these girls. My name is Sophia Laurie. I'm the Outreach Director for California Family Council and a former CIF and collegiate athlete. I'm honored to be joined by these courageous female athletes competing here at the CIF prelims who refuse to stay silent as fairness in girls' sports continues to be undermined. Today, a male athlete is competing in the girls' high jump, long jump, and triple jump, and he is currently ranking first in all three events. Once again, we are standing at CIF track and field prelims having the same conversation. Female athletes are being forced to compete against a male, and the girls are being told to accept the unfairness in silence. And once again, we're here to say, this will never be the new normal. We will continue showing up for these girls until fairness in female sports is restored. This issue continues because CIF's own policy allows it. CIF Bylaw 300D explicitly permits athletes to participate based on gender identity rather than biological sex. So, CIF cannot continue pretending its hands are being tied by the state of California. As long as Bylaw 300D remains in place, girls across California will continue losing placements, safety, and opportunities that they rightfully earned. Governor Newsom himself publicly acknowledged that males competing in girls' sports is unfair. Those were his words. But what is disturbing is the response from Governor Newsom's office about this press conference. When girls speak up for fairness, the governor's office labels them as bullies. Shame on Governor Newsom for calling the girls behind me bullies. That is unacceptable. These girls are not bullies for defending fairness in female sports. They are courageous young women asking adults and leadership to protect the integrity of girls' athletics. The majority of Californians support protecting girls' sports. So why does the California Democrat legislators continue killing every bill meant to protect female athletes? Who exactly are they representing when they ignore these girls and the people of California? Title IX was created to protect equal opportunity for female athletes, not to force girls to surrender fairness and safety and stay silent about it. So Governor Newsom, standing up for girls' sports is not extreme, protecting fairness is not discrimination, and refusing to stay silent does not make these girls wrong. What is wrong is forcing female athletes to continually sacrifice opportunities while leaders refuse to act. Every girl competing here today matters, and every young female athlete across California deserves leaders willing to protect the category created for them. We should not have to be back here again next year. Actually, these girls should have never had to be here and fight this battle in the first place. CIF has the power to change this by removing Bylaw 300D. Governor Newsom and the California Democrat legislators have the power to follow Title IX and defend fairness instead of attacking the girls brave enough to speak the truth. And let's be clear, this did not happen by accident. CIF allowed this. Governor Newsom allowed this. The California Democrat legislators allowed this. They have had every opportunity to protect girls' sports. And instead, they've chosen policies that continue sacrificing the fairness, safety, and opportunities of female athletes. And while these leaders continue ignoring the girls standing right in front of them, we will continue to show up. We will continue speaking out, and we will continue to refuse to accept this as the new normal. Because girls deserve fairness, girls deserve protection, and girls deserve a future where female sports remain for females only.
Hello everyone, my name is Reese Hogan and I'm a senior at Princeton High School. Today I'll be competing in the high jump, long jump, and triple jump, the same three events that a transgender athlete will also be competing in and currently holds the top marks in. I'm here to stand up for girls and girls sports and to call out CIF and the state of California for their poor leadership and lack of support for female athletes. The recent statements coming from Governor Gavin Newsom's office have made it clear that there is no intention of creating a safe, fair, and equitable environment for female high school athletes. Him and his office have gone as far as calling young girls bullies for speaking up for what we believe in, almost trying to silence our voices. The governor himself has admitted that males competing in women's sports is unfair, yet nothing is being done to protect girls who train every day to compete on a level playing field. I'm here today to compete and to win. If anything, this situation motivates me to work even harder, but at the same time, I know there's a strong possibility that this male athlete will also win all 3 titles. What has been more frustrating is the silence from CIF. They have never responded to me, never acknowledged my concerns, and never listened to the voices of female athletes who have directly been affected by these decisions. Instead, CIF continues to create rules based on its own discretion, without even asking the girls who have actually experienced this firsthand. I am disappointed in California and in the people who are supposed to lead and protect student athletes fairly. Because of this experience, I have even decided to attend school out of state. I have been offered opportunities to compete on Division I track and field teams in California, and while I know the NCAA has passed rules regarding transgender athletes, I am not confident that California will fully uphold or enforce those policies in a way that protects the fairness for female athletes. A perfect example is that California won't even comply with Title IX. I'm speaking today not just for myself, but for every girl who feels ignored, discouraged, or silenced. Female athletes deserve fairness, opportunity, and a voice in the future of girls' sports. You are protecting males competing in women's sports more than you are protecting the women the sport was created for. CIF, make it make sense, and please protect girls in girls' sports. Thank you.
Woo!
Good morning. My name is Olivia Viola. I'm a senior high jumper, long jumper, and hurdler at Creed Lutheran High School who has been competing against a man now in my women's athletic division for 2 seasons now. Every single one of you, if you are truly honest with yourselves, should understand that men and women don't belong in the same athletic division. And the research has shown this time and time again. We're just built too differently. My athletic career in high school is almost over, and the last 2 seasons have been a cloud of controversy. I've been filled with so much heartache and disappointment in California's governing officials failing to protect women. Many of the girls I've spoken to are losing hope and realizing that the governor and CIF have turned their backs on them. We are tired of men's feelings being more important than our voices and our rights. So now I speak out for more than myself, because I don't want the reality of who men and women are and how we are uniquely and wonderfully made to be erased. And everyone who is listening, this is too important to stay silent. If you don't agree that men should be allowed to compete in women's athletics because deep in your heart you know it's not fair, then say something. Tell your elected officials, the CIF board, your principals, your coaches, your school boards, enough is enough. Physically, men and women are not built equally, and athletics is an area where biology and physicality matter, not feelings or identity. Governor Newsom's office tried to silence us by calling us bullies. I want to be clear. We are not wishing ill will on the men who compete against us. There is no hatred. We're simply fighting for our right to fair competition. CIF, Governor Newsom, California elected officials, for the protection of women and how uniquely amazing we are, please stop this insanity. Your duty is to the people you represent, and we deserve better. We cannot just hope our government makes the right decision. We must keep speaking out, vote for candidates that protect women, and stand up for female athletes. Thank you.
Very good.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Jane, and I'm a senior track and field athlete, and I'm a sprinter. I'm speaking today not because I'm personally competing against a male athlete who identifies as a female, but because some of my teammates are. I'm here in support of them and in support of female athletes across California who deserve a fair opportunity to compete. Being a woman is not vague, not changeable, and not unimportant. It is part of who we are. It is protecting something good, meaningful, and worth protecting. My teammates Reese Hogan and Olivia Viola are women. They have trained as women, competed as women, and have worked incredibly hard for the opportunities that they have earned. The issue before us is not whether every student deserves dignity. Every student does. The issue is whether female athletes deserve a protected category in which they can compete fairly. We believe they do. Allowing a biological male athlete to compete in girls' events creates an unfair advantage. That is not a hateful thing to say. It is not an unkind thing to say. It is just true. Biology matters in athletics. Speed, strength, power, and physical development matter in competition. Girls should not be asked to ignore that reality when their medals, records, placements, and opportunities are on the line. I have known Olivia and Reese for years. They are strong, determined, and courageous. I'm honored to stand with them today. They should not have to choose between competing in the sport they love and accepting an unfair playing field. To CIF, I respectfully ask, please listen to female athletes. Please protect girls' sports. Please recognize that fairness for women requires a female category based on biological sex. We are not asking for anyone to be mistreated. We're asking for truth, fairness, and the opportunity to compete as women, against women. Girls' sports exist for a reason. Female athletes have worked too hard and sacrificed too much to have their opportunities taken away by a policy that ignores biological reality. We're asking CIF to do what is right. Protect the female category, protect fairness, and protect the future of girls' athletics. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leslie Ledesma, and I'm a junior at Esperanza High School, a CIF athlete, and today I'll be competing in the mile, 2 mile, and 4x4. I wanted to make a moment to speak about something that matters deeply to me and to female athletes across California: fairness, safety, and equal opportunities in girls' sports. Earlier this year, I organized a walkout after my school's policies which allowed biological males in the girls' bathrooms. That experience made me realize how important it is for young women to speak up when we feel our voices are not heard. Girls' sports were created to give female athletes equal opportunities to compete, succeed, and feel safe. While I may not be directly competing against a transgendered athlete today, many girls across the state of California are facing situations where they feel competition is no longer fair or where their privacy in bathrooms and lockers is being overlooked. This is not about hatred. It is about protecting opportunities for female athletes and making sure girls' spaces remain fair and safe for the women they were designed for. Males have biological advantages that unfortunately females cannot surpass, giving easy wins to transgender athletes. CIF and our state leaders should listen to female athletes and prioritize policies that protect fairness in competition, privacy in locker rooms and bathrooms, and equal opportunities for girls in sports. This isn't a political issue, but rather an issue regarding our basic rights of safety and privacy. We should not wait until someone is harmed or the federal government takes action. Female athletes deserve to be heard, respected, and protected. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rasheen Hernandez. I'm a senior at Esperanza High School, a CIF athlete, and today I'll be competing in the distance events. I've dedicated years of my life to track, early morning workouts, every exhausting practice, every injury, every sacrifice. I did it because I believed if I worked hard enough, I would have a fair chance to succeed. That's what sports are supposed to be about: hard work, discipline, and fair competition. But right now, for so many girls in sports, like the girls behind me, the fairness is disappearing. This is not about hate, it's not about attacking anyone for who they are. Every person deserves respect. But respect for one group should never come at the expense of another. Female athletes deserve fairness too. Biology matters in sports. In track, races are won by fractions of a second. Strength matters and speed matters. That's just reality. And when biological males compete in girls' events, girls are the ones losing opportunities they spent their entire lives working for. Opportunities, medals, scholarships, records, and championships. People who don't compete don't understand the pain of watching something you earned get taken away. They don't understand what it feels like to train every single day, to push your body to its limit, only to stand at the starting line, already knowing the competition is not equal. What makes this even more frustrating is that even Governor Gavin Newsom admitted the situation was unfair. He said it himself, but words mean nothing without action. Female athletes are tired of politicians acknowledging the problem while doing absolutely nothing to protect us. Women fought for decades for equal opportunities in sports. They fought for Title IX. They fought so girls like me could have a chance to compete, to earn scholarships, to break records, and to succeed. We should not be forced to sit back silently while those opportunities are slowly taken away. I am not asking for special treatment. I'm asking for fairness. I'm asking for the right to compete on a level playing field, because every girl who steps into that track deserves to know that her hard work still matters and that victory is earned, not handed away.
Is anyone else feeling like a different flood of emotions, of anger, of proudness of how amazing these girls are, of sadness that they have to be doing this? I mean, I remember playing sports the night before. You made sure you got the best sleep as possible. You carb loaded so you'd be ready for the game. You did all this stuff, and they have to show up early to speak out for basic rights, for normalcy, to say we don't want males in girls' sports. That's what they have to do right now, right? I'm just disturbed that this is the position that CIF has put them in, that our government in California has put them in. They're not asking, like she said, for special treatment. Basic normalcy is all they're asking for. We have a statement from Sheriff Chad Bianco. He was supposed to be here today, but some sheriff duties popped up this morning. So we just want to read that on his behalf. So Sheriff Chad Bianco stated, as a dad, as a high school and middle school coach, and as a law enforcement leader, I will always stand up to protect our girls. There is no place in girls' sports to allow boys to compete against them. It is ethically and morally wrong. It is absolutely wrong to allow them into safe spaces of locker rooms and restrooms. Supposed leaders at CIF, school districts, and our schools are failing our girls. I want to thank the girls who have had the strength to stand up for what is right, and I want you to know I will always be by your side. We also have a statement from Steve Hilton. Thank you to everyone gathered today to stand up for fairness in girls' sports. I'm sorry I can't be with you in person, but I wanted to send my support and appreciation for what you are doing. I was proud to stand with Sophia at the State Track and Field Championships in Clovis last year, where we spoke out together against the unfairness of biological males competing in girls' sports and entering girls' spaces. What is happening is unfair to female athletes, unfair to parents, and unfair to every girl who has worked hard for the chance to compete on a level playing field. Girls deserve sports that are fair, safe, and protected for female athletes. That should not be controversial. For generations, girls fought for the opportunity to compete, to earn scholarships, to break records, and have equal opportunities in athletics. We should not now turn around and undermine those hard-won opportunities. That is why, as governor, I will demand the repeal of provisions of AB 1266 that allow biological males to compete in girls' sports and enter girls' locker rooms and spaces. If the legislature refuses to act, I will take legal action to defend the constitutional rights of California girls to fairness and safe schools. California's leaders have failed to stand up for common sense on this issue, even though the overwhelming majority of parents agree that girls' sports should be for girls. Thank you again for your leadership, and thank you to everyone there today for speaking out, showing up, and defending fairness for the next generation of young women. And so I'm grateful that we have two men that are running to be leaders and are willing to stand with the girls and stand for what's right. And we have another leader here today who has been boldly and strongly standing for girls' sports as well.
Thank you. Well said, Sophia. Good morning, everybody. I wish we didn't have to be here this morning to fight this good fight for our girls. I said it many years ago when I saw the Biden admin trying to pervert the word in Title IX and change it from sex to gender. This is insane. I cannot believe we're in a part of history, even throughout the nation, not just California, that our girls don't have their basic rights and they're ripped away. My name is Sonia Shaw. I am the Chino Valley Unified School Board President. I am running for State Superintendent of Public Instruction, and I'm often asked, what is the first item you'll take care of when you get up there? And I've made a promise long ago, any position that God ever grants me and gives me privilege, it's going to be this. It's going to be protecting our daughters in their locker rooms and their sports, period, done. Yes. I am grateful for the mama bears and the few papa bears that are showing up to this fight, but I'm going to challenge you men. Start protecting your daughters. There should be more men here than women today, and unfortunately there isn't. And I, again, am grateful for those of you, like my husband, who says not on his watch. But this is a message to all dads across California. Wake up. These are your daughters. This is the next generation. They should not be here having to fight for basic rights. They should not have to fight for their safety. We have coward men that are voted in to make these decisions and that are causing the harm. But guess what? Everybody's hands in it. As a majority of California, enough. Take it to the ballot boxes. We've been fighting this battle for years. In school board meetings, legislator, in the media, in the courts. We've been called names by activists who tell kids they're born in the wrong body, the same ones that are activating to they're saying that, healthy body parts should be cut off. These are the people you're fighting against. They're mentally unstable. California is mentally unstable as a whole. Haven't we had enough? We've been called names by Governor Gavin Newsom and others in positions of power. We're done with their insults. Our daughters are paying the price. This is insane. Our girls are suffering. They're unsafe. Every time they enter into any competition or any restroom, they are unsafe. We should not allow that on our watch. They're losing the opportunities that they have worked their entire young lives for. Blood, sweat, tears, sacrifices. I know. I'm the mother of 2 athletes, one collegiate and one in high school. I've seen it. There's so much sacrifices. You ladies should never have to be in this position. It breaks my heart. And I said, until I go to heaven, I will never stop fighting for our daughters, ever. It's just criminal, this behavior on adults' watch. Enough already. Girls are demoralized watching boys take podiums, scholarships, records, and they trained years to earn. They're exhausted. Some of them are scared, and they're abandoned by adults who should be protecting them. How did we get to a point in society where this is happening and continuously happening? It's time California wakes up. It's time America says enough. Pull the funding if you have to. One more daughter hurt is too many. I stand with a growing coalition of school board members, parents, elected officials, unfortunately we don't have a majority of them, and students, and more importantly, our daughters across California. Together we're here for one reason: justice for our girls. Girls' sports are being sacrificed on the altar of ideology. This harm is real and it's irreversible. CIF and our governor and those aligned with him cannot undo the medals never won, the podiums stolen, the scholarships lost. They can't undo those things, the emotional trauma already inflicted. But they can stop compounding the harm. They can change course today. We can change this in the ballot box as California in June. Pay attention to those that will support our daughters. Please, I'm begging you. The last time I asked CIF leadership who will stand with our girls, not one hand went up. Not one. Not one voice spoke. Just silence. That silence is disgusting. They're cowards. A lot of them were men in that room. That's not leadership. They're enabling this harm on our daughters. Gavin Newsom is a spineless bully to our daughters. He whispers it's unfair, then rams boys into girls' sports, showers, scholarships, while smearing us moms and others that are fighting this as bigots and other names. He's actually trying to cause harm to those that are speaking up, because we've seen what those names have caused. People's lives are being threatened. Our girls' lives are being threatened. We have girls graduating early. Did you know that? In Harupa Valley, there's girls that had to graduate early because the bullying became so bad. That is horrible. They robbed those girls. That harm is on their hands. This is not leadership. This is cowardice. Title IX was created to protect girls, not feelings, not politics, not adults' agendas. Girls, females. Boys do not belong in girls' sports, period. Our daughters are told to stay quiet, change in cars, and accept unfairness while adults look the other way. How did we get to this point? I authored a resolution to save girls' sports, now passed in 17 school districts. The school districts where people have voted no, these ones they're facing recalls. And guess what? Those ones that voted no, those seats will be changed because the people throughout California, they're going to pay attention to these school boards. In Chino Valley, we don't let this happen. Not on our watch. I took an oath. These elected officials took an oath. The only reason why I ever ran for political office is to protect our children. And the number one thing was to protect our daughters. We're done with the silence. We're done with the gaslighting. We're done with California failing its girls. We demand immediate restoration of sex-based categories in California school sports. We demand full protection for our schools, girls' locker rooms, showers, and safe spaces. And we demand an end to forcing girls to compete against or share intimate spaces with men, boys, because some of them are 18 years old. Remember that. That should be criminal that they're in a girls' locker room. To Governor Gavin Newsom, CIF, and every elected official on the wrong side of history, stop smearing parents. Stop sacrificing our girls. Stand with our daughters or get out of the way because we're coming for your seats. To every girl watching who feels powerless, we see you, we hear you, we love you, and the mama bear in me will stand in front of any single one of you if harm comes in your way. We believe in you. You're not alone. Our daughters deserve safety. They deserve fairness. They deserve their sport. They deserve their dignity back. Justice for our girls is not an option here in California. It's our responsibility, California. Stop counting on those people that are harming our girls. Get involved. History will remember those who stood and those who stood silent. We are standing and we will not back down. Our girls are way too important. I love you girls and we will continue to fight the good fight for you. Thank you.
All right. I know I've shared this with some of you girls before, but growing up playing soccer, if we were losing or it was just a tough game or whatever it was, I would hear my dad from the sidelines say, "Have at it." And the second I heard "have at it," I knew it was time to leave it all on the field, perform the way I know I could, and do anything I could to stop a goal from happening or score a goal. So girls, as you guys go off today to compete, have at it. Yes. Can we give the girls one more round of applause?
Yeah. Thank you all for being here today.